My topic for today is about hormonal imbalance. And if you want to know more about hormonal imbalance and how it changes my life, so please watch till the end. So hormonal imbalance is a very common health problem to most all of the women, especially to those of my age and to those who are already on their um, puberty stage. So in my case, I've experienced this kind of problem in my early teenage life. I noticed that I am pretty much late in those puberty signs, like development of pubic hair down there and in my armpit, and also the development of my breast area. So it was really like, oh my god, am I human, or I don't look like a woman for me at that time. But yeah, it was really bothering me a lot when I already started seeing my classmates having their periods and talking about periods, talking about their experience. I think when I reached on my third year high school years, I slowly experienced having a low self-esteem at that time, but in silence, because most of my classmates doesn't know about how I feel, because they often see me joking around, smiling, laughing, and with all that stuff. And it was just a silent I don't know, sadness, or it bothers me, but not to the extent that when I'm around with my friends, I'm okay when I'm around with my friends. But when I'm on my own, I feel like, oh my god, I think there's something wrong in me, because why is it I'm different from among all my classmates? I even remember one time, I think when I was on my third year high school, that I've already noticed that all of my classmates are already wearing a bra, and I'm still stuck in wearing baby bra, because why should I wear bra when in fact that I don't develop any changes in my breast area. So what I did is that I got a handkerchief, the small towel, and then my socks, clean socks, okay. So I started stocking it in my under my baby bra. So I pretend that I have a boobs. So I clearly remember that time, because I was really worried, because I feel like I am really different from all of them. Really, really different. They started to have their cleavage, and I'm seeing that, oh my gosh, I'm so different. Because when we are all together in the shower area, because we usually on my second year high school days, we usually swim like every Friday for our swimming class. So I saw their developed breast area, and I really wanted to have those. I was really questioning myself, oh my god, maybe I'm not a woman. My parents starts to worry about my condition when I reached the age of 15 years old, because I think at that time it's really late for a woman to don't have period, because they usually have it as early as 8 years old and as late as 12, 13 years old. But for me, I'm already 15 and I don't have any signs of puberty at all. So my parents starts to worry about me. So as I grow older and finally reach at the age of 17 years old, I was already in my fourth year high school. And then at that time, I'm not sure what month was that, but I still don't have a big change physically, because I feel like it's still the same. But when I went to the comfort room, I noticed that there's a stain in my underwear. So I was thinking, oh my god, I think this is it. This is my time to shine. Um, I know that not all of the women are very excited to have their first menstruation, but for me, in my case, I am already 17 years old, and I think it's normal to feel the excitement inside me. And I was really, really happy telling my mom. I can remember the time my mom was in the kitchen cooking something, and I told her that finally I have my menstruation, and she was very happy. And then, as usual, there are like traditions that you have to I don't know. It's very disgusting, but it's very common here in the Philippines that you have to to do those tradition. Like it's like a ritual when you have your first menstruation, but it's just a ritual thing for the woman in the Philippines when they have their first menstruation. I reach 17 years old. My menstruation at that time was stable, and I was having a normal cycle actually, and I didn't know about the layag thing. Layag is a delayed menstruation term in the Philippines. So I wasn't really it wasn't really bothering me at all, because I have been hearing I think two of my classmates are experiencing hormonal imbalance, and at that time it really doesn't bother me because I wasn't experiencing same symptoms until I reached 20 years old. I started to feel like there's something wrong about my menstrual cycle, because I started feeling that every time I have my mens, it feels like really heavy. The flow is super heavy for about 5 days. Normally, you will have a heavy flow for your first and second day, but not until the fifth day. But for my case, it's not just a normal flow like you will change every 2 hours or 3 hours. For my case, if I'm not wrong, I still remember that I always change my pads every 30 to 1 hour. I hope I'm not exaggerating, but I can still remember at the time that I'm very bothered every time I have a period. I was already a nursing student at that time, and it was really embarrassing because every time I have my menstruation, and it's very it's a very heavy flow menstruation, and I am still in the middle of the class, and I feel like I have to change. I have the urge to change, to go to the comfort room and change my pads, and it's very annoying. Just imagine I am sitting in the second row, and I have to stand up, and I feel like when I stand up, it will really, all of the blood will just gush. 10 years after 20 years old, I feel like my menstruation is back to normal again. My cycles are fine. It was a good flow every month. But when I turned 22 years old, and I was already in Dubai at that time, working working as a performer. Normally, as a performer, we always, I think almost every day, we have to practice our dances. We have to we have to perform every night. And I started noticing that after production number, I feel like my cramps, my lower abdominal cramps is really intense every after the performance. But then again, I was thinking that I'm young, and maybe it's just it will pass. And I thought that it was just because of it's normal because I'm exerting effort, and it's normal to have cramps. But then again, I was just pretending that I'm okay. I am just convincing myself that it's nothing wrong because you're young. And after the pain goes after 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, maximum 10 minutes after the performance, and I'm all okay. So I was thinking that okay, maybe it's just like this. it happens frequently, and it started to make me super worried about my situation, about what I am going through because of the pain after the performance. It came to a point that my period lasted for so many days, weeks, and yes, months. And I don't know, I was feeling like I shouldn't be worried about it, because maybe it's normal for the women to from time to time experience this kind of things. Then my friends told me to consult the doctor. But as usual, I'm super hard-headed that I convinced myself that it's gonna be fine. Every girl's experience a crazy cycles in their life. I'm gonna be okay and my body will heal naturally. Then there goes the 24-year-old Lynn. I am already experiencing amenorrhea. Amenorrhea is the absence of menstruation. I've experienced that for 3 months of not having my menstruation. And I was thinking again that it's just a stress, or I'm just 24 years old. It's maybe it's normal. But when I started to feel dizzy, then that is the time that I finally consulted my OB-GYN. I have to be operated because the doctor was telling me that if you wanted to have an answer about this health problem of yours, then we have to operate and see what is there. So what they did is that they inserted the camera inside my vajayjay and then they saw there that I have a polyps. It was not really alarming because when they did the biopsy, it was benign and nothing to worry about. You have to continue living. She just prescribed me a hormonal pill, Diane. I was taking Diane pills for 6 months. My cycles is very good, and then I don't feel heavy flow and I feel very fine. So I got pregnant at the age of 26 years old, and I was very happy because finally I'm gonna be a mom. But I lose the baby. Name is baby Lorenzo. It was a very sad chapter of my life. And then I remember that at that time I am already experiencing crazy um hormonal imbalance. I feel like, oh my god, it's back. And then I was thinking that it's normal because my body is still healing from the cesarean. And obviously I was depressed and super stressed. I'm sorry. It has been 3 years ago, but the pain is still very fresh. My god, I made a promise to myself that I will not cry because it was 3 years ago. It should be, I should let go and move on, but it's normal. No one deserves, no mother deserves to lose their baby. But it happened to me. But I'm not alone. I'm sure I'm not alone. So my crazy hormone strikes again after giving birth, and up until now, it's still crazy. And I have been to many OB-GYNs because I feel like if every time I go to for consultation, I feel like nothing changed. it's still the same. And I think all of the pills that they have been giving to me is not working at all. It's maybe because of the stress, the depression I've been I've been experiencing at that time. That's why all of the, even if you will give me the very expensive pills, it's not gonna work because my brain is telling all my system that it's not gonna work. I am all fucked up inside my brain, so it's useless. So I was trying to relax myself, calm down. I was trying to convince myself that it's gonna be okay. You have to face it, you have to let go, you have to move on because you have a life. You have to start living again. So I don't know. I don't know what happened because I was already better, way better than I was 3 years ago. But I can't understand why do I still have this crazy hormone. So I was already convincing myself, no, I mean, I was already thinking that I have to prepare myself that I might have a premature menopause. It's sad because I really wanted to have a baby and we are really trying to have a baby. But I have to face the truth. And I'm convincing myself that I have to accept it. I mean, there's no diagnosis yet because I still have to do a couple of lab examinations. When I got my ultrasound result like last week, my OB-GYN told me that my ovaries are very good, my uterus is super fine, and she was really thinking that I should have a very thick uterus because it has been 3 months since the last time I got my period. So she was expecting to see my uterus that is very thick because obviously it's very thick since it has been 3 months since the last menstruation, because our uterus lining is like this when you don't have your menstruation, but when you start to ovulate and that egg didn't fertilize, so it will go down to your uterus and it will be thick like this. This is the reason why you will shed. So inside that lining is the blood that caused your menstruation every month. And also my blood lab results are really in normal range. My thyroid hormone is very good. My cholesterol, my fasting blood sugar is really good, and they are all in normal range. That is why when my lab results and my ultrasound results are all normal, that started to worry me because I'm a nurse and I know that it shouldn't be normal unless there is something going on in my brain. I was already assuming that maybe I am experiencing menopause signs and symptoms, because if there's something going on your head, and if this part always sends signal to your ovary to, okay, you have to ovulate, you have to have your menstruation now, but then again it doesn't go through my ovary, then that's where the problem starts. I have been through depression, series of anxiety and anger 3 years back, but I am starting to feel my life now with a lot of things that I have to achieve. It was very hard for me, but with the help of my fiance, with the support of my families and friends, I started to think differently. And then I started to have a goal that is also one of the reason why I started vlogging, because I wanted to do something else with my life. I don't want to focus to negativity, and I don't want to obsess in having a baby, because I have been obsessing. I think 2 years back, I have been obsessing after I lose my baby Lorenzo. I was thinking that um, I should make a baby again. I should be happy because of the baby. And I finally learned my lesson because of this problem. I told myself to just divert my attention, start vlogging, start something new. So that is why I'm pretty busy right now because of Glamping Alona, and because I am starting to open the plant-based bunny food hub. This is also to help myself, help my um, food intake, because I am really I really have an unhealthy diet these past years. I have been eating junks, like lots of preservative. I am not really cautious about what I've been eating, because as long as I will feed myself, and as long as the food tastes good, and for me it's enough. But it's not. So this project that I have been doing right now together with my partners will really help me a lot in changing my eating habit. So please pray for me. Pray for my mental health. Pray for my physical health, that I will have my menstruation back, my cycle back, and I'm not obsessing myself anymore into having a baby, because it will come. If it will come, then I will be really happy. But if it's not going to arrive soon, then I have to continue living my life. And I just have to be happy. That is all. And I want to end my vlog telling any woman out there who have been experiencing the same symptoms and the same problem like mine, that you are not alone. There is a lot of Facebook group that you can join, and you can share your thoughts, your experiences, and just be with those person around who are very hopeful. Like me, I'm still very hopeful, and I still want to fight, and I still want to believe that I still have hope. And I am also starting my exercise routine and my jumping rope routine. So there's a lot of things going on right now, and I'm very happy. I'm very glad, and I think differently right now. Even though there are times that I feel down, and which is very normal, and all of us are experiencing those episodes in our life from time to time. But I just realized that I don't need to entertain that particular pain so long that it will make me suffer. It will make me lose a lot of days of my life just trying to be okay, because I am okay. I am fine. As long as my family, my parents, my brother, my fiance is safe, everything is good for me. And that is what I have been praying for. And I'm hoping that the same goes for you. For you out there who have been very depressed and who have been very obsessed with having children of your own, you're not alone. I am also still hoping to have my own soon. I'm not losing hope, but I also wanted to continue living, to continue my life being happy, and to do something that is productive, that makes me happy. And I Thank you! So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed my vlog for today. It's not my usual vlog because you often see me smiling, joking around, laughing, but I just have to burst it out because it has been inside me and I couldn't live like this for so long. That's why I finally decided to share with you my health problem. So I want to also inspire those women out there who have been experiencing the same symptoms like gaining weight, thinning of hair. It's normal. All you have to do is to change your lifestyle. I am still an aspiring vegan, and I am still an aspiring fitness tribabelle. I am still aspiring to be the best version of myself. So, it's never too late. I am already 29 years old and I'm turning 30 years old this July. So, life is still in front of you. You just have to embrace it. You just have to work for it. You just have to work for it to be happy. That's all. Shout out to my co-YouTuber friends out there. If you wanted to know more about skincare, just please subscribe to Michi here. And for lifestyle vlog, cooking show, and all other stuff, please subscribe to Cole and Brea. Please click the like button, the subscribe button with bell so you can be notified whenever I have a new video. So, thank you so much, everyone.